What's going on, y'all? What's happening? What up? What to do? That's for sure. But everybody in my city say, what up, doe? Mic check. Mm-hmm. Cool. So the sound's working, y'all. You know, it's the 25th day of the 12th month. Happy holidays to the people. Happy holidays. It's a holiday for some of y'all. Happy holidays to the holidayers. You know, it's the 25th day of the 12th month. You know, I hope everybody's having fun with their loved ones, watching the shorties open presents, you know, all that good shit and some more shit. Yeah, yeah. It's all love. Um, so let's start it out like this. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, y'all. Allowances made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research purposes, y'all. You heard me say it. You saw me say it. You can't say I didn't. It's in the chat. It's in the description. You can't sue me. But you can strike my page if you want to. You could try. Nice move. We get 3 strikes, but yeah. You got me. Salute to you. You got me. I got 1 strike, y'all. 2 more to go. And your girl won't have a channel. So I'm on my P's and Q's. I'm doing my studying. I'm doing more research on this here funky app. Make sure I follow all the rules correctly. You know. And it wasn't for bullying. You know. It definitely wasn't for bullying. Just, you know. But my business. But your girl's got a strike. It's cool. But the strike goes away if you be good for, you know, a certain amount of days. So I'm going to be good. I'm going to be on my P's and Q's. For sure, for sure. I deserve the strike. I ain't mad at it. I'm just talking about it. You know. But now I'm done talking about it. So shout out to my replay gang. You know. Shout out to y'all. Happy holidays if you celebrate. You know. To my bush watchers. You know. And everybody coming in and out. If you kindly could take whatever finger you would like. And tizzy tap tap on that thumbs up button for your girl. Greatly appreciated. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hilarious. Oh man, happy holidays, y'all. Happy holidays to y'all. Some of y'all, to y'all that celebrate. To the 25th day of the 12th month. Ugh. Some people. Mm. Um, where was I at? Fuck, I don't even remember. I hate that shit. Um, oh, share the live, subscribe if you haven't. You know, it's free. And, you know, if you want to join the family, we are family over here. You know, the links in my description. Kim Cole says, this. Thank you, Kim Cole. Happy holidays to you. Salute, salute. Happy holidays to you. Thanks for pulling up on your girl. It's all love. Happy holidays. Um, yeah, the link to become a member is in my description. Um, if you want to join the family, I ain't mad at you. If not, I ain't mad at you either way. It's all love over here. It's all love. So, we've been it's been crazy over here, y'all. We've been covering, but we've been forgetting about what's been going on, and there's been a lot going on around town, in the good old D-ski. Let's see how many scratches, because we're behind a little bit, but again, we gonna show up. But there's a really fucked up story. Christmas Eve, y'all. South Carolina. South Kakalaki. Or it might be north. Don't quote me. South or north Kakalaki. On Christmas Eve, y'all. Well, for some of y'all, the 24th day of December. Fucked up story. I'm gonna roll the clip and we gonna just see what's been going on in the D-ski and all around. What's trending. Let's see. Watch with your girl.
A run-in with the mother. Developing tonight, a Charlotte activist says she had a run-in with the mother of a 6-year-old child who died in heinous conditions while being supervised by her legal guardian. That legal guardian is behind bars tonight. Channel 9's Hunter Signs is live in Uptown Charlotte. Hunter, you learned some disturbing new details about how this child was allegedly treated.
Hannah, I want to warn everyone that many of the details in this case are repulsive and graphic. Tonight, I learned that 6-year-old little girl who died last week was just 27 pounds. Typically, the average weight for a girl that age is around 45 pounds.
This is a house of horrors, the home where police say 6-year-old Dominique Moody was forced to stay in a dog crate in the living room, often bound by duct tape. Tonight, her legal guardian, Susan Robinson, is behind bars on no bond after police say she refused to assist, call 911, or report abuse and neglect.
She was supposed to be her caregiver.
Jacqueline Lewis was heartbroken when she heard the news.
To find out that this child had wounds on her body, 6 years old, 27 pounds. Me as a mother, I would never, ever do anything like that to my child, to anyone else's child.
Dominique's mother is not charged in this case, so we aren't naming her. But Lewis says a few months ago, she picked the mother up from this home to help her find housing for her and her kids.
She got in my car, she didn't have anything. So I said, where's your clothes and where are the children? And she said, well,
I'm coming off mute for a minute. If you pulled up to that house, you're going to see the outside, you know what I'm saying? Again, everybody want to talk when it's too soon. Everybody want the light, the cameras, the action when it's too soon. You pulled up to this house, asking where, asking questions. But now you want to talk because the camera's on you. We got to stop doing that.
I'm going to come back. I'm going to go get everything straightened out at the hotel, and I'll be back to pick the kids and my clothes up.
Susan Robinson was the legal guardian of Dominique and the other 4 children who lived in this home, ranging in age from 1 to 6 years old. Robinson says Dominique's mother abused her for 1.5 years. Officers were told when Dominique was found not breathing, she was placed in front of the kitchen stove to warm her up and bring her back to life. Lewis is left emotional and full of questions.
Those kind of parents don't deserve children.
Police are determining if other people should be charged in this case. Channel 9 did reach out to DSS with numerous questions, including whether they sent anyone to inspect or visit that house before and while Dominique was living at that home, and if they had ever received any complaints with that address listed. So far, we have not heard back from that state agency. Live outside the Mecklenburg.
As a sysadmin, you have a lot of devices, applications, and tools, which means more things that you have to keep an eye on to make sure everything is working. To prevent downtime, nervous users, an angry boss, or even financial loss for your company, what if there was a powerful and secure monitoring solution that let you focus on what really matters? Now, maybe you already know Pestler, and if
First at 4, a second woman is now facing child abuse charges in connection with the death of a Charlotte girl. According to investigators, the 6-year-old was found with several injuries, and the home she lived in had.
Big M, what up, doe? What up, doe, with ya? What up, doe? What's going on with ya? Happy holidays. Salute to you. It's all love. Salute to you and yours. Nothing but blessings. Everybody. Big M says. Hold on 1 second. Big M is shouting out to y'all. Happy holidays, y'all. Happy holidays. But yeah, everybody. Hope you're having fun with your family, your loved ones. Hug them. Squeeze them. Auntie, did you just get here? Or you been here since the beginning? I'm just wondering because I was going to tell you something. But I'll just tell you on the back end. You know, we'll stay focused. I'll tell you on the back end. I'm going to keep it professional. Let's roll the clip. This happened last night. I mean, yeah, Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, y'all. For some of y'all that celebrate Christmas Eve and, you know, Christmas Eve, you know, the 24th day of the 12th month, life still be lifing. And we got a shorty. Monsters. Another house of horrors. Another fucking house of horrors. At least it's not in Michigan this time. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I can think about the top of my head. 4 house of horrors in the good old mayhem of Michigan. This is in Charlotte. North Kakalaki, I do believe. That's where Charlotte is in North Kakalaki. Life still goes on. So on the 24th day of the 12th month, these monsters were getting their monster on, y'all. It don't matter what title you put on the day. It don't matter what day it is. Anything, life still be lifing.
Very poor sanitary conditions. Queen City News reporter David Schumann visited the home at the center of the alleged abuse.
2 women, Susan Lee Robinson and Tanya McKnight, are now charged with felony child abuse after a 6-year-old girl living in this East Charlotte home died last week. Court records say Charlotte-Mecklenburg police officers found the girl, whose name was Dominique, not breathing and with, quote, open sores, broken bones, scars, and burns. The house contained human and animal feces in every room and was infested with rats and cockroaches.
Definitely a horror story. Just sad. Not good for the neighborhood.
Police say the women lived in the house taking care of Dominique and 4 other small children. Those kids told investigators Dominique was forced to live in a dog crate and hit with a belt. The abuse was reported to be going on for more than a year. CMPD has an arrest warrant out for a 3rd woman in the house who they say was a guardian to the children as well. We reached out to the woman who's the owner of the home. She had no comment on these cases. In Charlotte, David Schumann, Queen City News.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.
Graphic and horrific new details just released in court after a Charlotte woman was charged with multiple counts of child abuse.
Now, we do want to warn you, many of you watching may find the details disturbing. Susan Lee Robinson, seen here, is facing 5 counts of child abuse, and prosecutors say more charges are coming. A judge denied bond for Robinson this morning. One of the children she's accused of abusing, a 6-year-old girl, Well, she died earlier this month.
WBTV's Katie Solt is live at the Mecklenburg County Courthouse with those details. And Katie, you also learned there are more suspects now tied to this case. Tell us about this.
According to the affidavit, Robinson's sister and niece now have warrants out on the exact same charges. The prosecution today say Tanya McKnight, the guardian of the 6-year-old girl that died, and Taryn McKnight, her daughter, now face charges in this case. And as you mentioned, this is a very disturbing case. The affidavit, in fact, very graphic and horrific. We're not choosing to share some of those details with you at this time because of the graphic nature of the case. So here's what we know so far. According to the affidavit, police say they got a call to a home on December 16th from a woman saying her child was not breathing. Police say the home on Gwyn Hill Road was infested with rodents, insects, and did not have central heat. They also say 4 other children in addition to...
My bad, y'all. Maybe they just came out or went to court. I don't know. It happened December 16th. My bad. It did not happen last night. December 16th. I apologize.
To that 6-year-old girl were living in the home. We went to the house this morning and saw trash piled up in the yard and on the porch. Court documents show when the child was taken to the hospital, she weighed just 27 pounds and had several injuries, including broken bones, burns, and a rash. Prosecutors in court today say Robinson and McKnight texted pictures of that little girl wrapped in duct tape and plastic wrap and say this level of abuse would happen for days on end. Prosecutors also say the two texted after the child died, and in those text messages said they knew they were in trouble and needed to clean up the house. Robinson's public defender asking for bond, saying that she has lived in Charlotte for most of her life. The judge denying her bond at this time. Robinson is due back in court for a probable cause hearing on January 9th. The prosecution says that Tanya McKnight is currently a fugitive at this time. He also said in court today that Taryn McKnight is actually in the hospital because she was hit by a truck shortly after police were called to the home. Live in Uptown Charlotte, Katie Solt, WBTV on your...
Why would you...
Hey, talk about karma. The one lady that's supposed to be in jail got hit by a car. Woo-wee! This is crazy, y'all. Another house of horrors. We got 6 days left of 2025. Holy shit. 6 days. People. One second, y'all. Y'all, I want to do a survey. Let me ask y'all a question. I'm asking for a friend. So let's just say I just heard this story. So let's just say, you know, the father of your children goes to jail for, you know, touching on your mother, right? If he does that and he gets out, how would you feel? Like, how are you supposed to feel? Like, are you supposed to, like, be cool, buddy? Are you supposed to, like, even lay back down with him and have, sex? Is that okay? Can anybody, just one person, let me know if I'm crazy or not? Is that okay? Because I don't want to judge. I'm not judging or anything, but I'm just wondering, because I know if someone did that to my motherfucking mama, not let alone the children of my father, or the father of my children. You're not coming around my fucking kids. I'm not talking to you, let alone fucking you. That's just my opinion. Am I crazy? If I'm full of fucking shit, drop the shit emoji on your girl in the chat. I need to know. Am I full of fucking shit? Your girl needs to know. Am I crazy? Am I crazy to think that maybe these people are weird? But I'm not judging. I'm just wondering, like, is this okay? Everybody, Bushwatchers, I can see who's watching y'all in here. Is that okay? Replay gang, let me know. Is that okay? So I can let my friend know. Because I'm sick of hearing my friend bitch about it. Because I told my friend how I feel. I said, yeah, his shit weird. Weird. I told my friend. But, I told my friend I'd do a survey and ask, unbiased opinion. Because my opinion might be biased. So, Dan hashtag, was the mom consenting? No, or he would have, no, he did prison, he went to prison. He's a ex-offender. No, she wasn't consenting. In the law, who knows? Only those people know. I don't know the story. I just know that these details, and I'm just asking, is it okay? Because I'm sick of my friend bitching to me. I said I'd do a survey, and unbiased. Again, it's a trending. We just talking about trending topics. This is a trending topic in my life. I'm sick of my, I don't got many friends. But my friend won't stop bitching, and I'm like, I'm going to just ask the people, because I might be biased. But is that weird? Yeah, I thought I was blown away. I was like, what? They even had sex again? What? Weird. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'm asking for a friend. But, so the question is, again, for the replay gang, so, this is the situation. You got a baby father who goes to prison for touching on the baby mama's mama. Has to register on the offender list. And got out of prison. And they buddy. I guess. And they be fucking. And I told my friend that ain't normal where I come from, that ain't normal. But I could be biased because it's my friend, so I told my friend I'd ask about it. Do a little survey. Is that weird? We ain't judging, we just asking. The people say that's foul. Okay? The people say, hell no, that's nasty. Oh, the crazy with a K, Big M says. Another crazy with a K. So I'm not, okay, I'm gonna let my friend know. I'm gonna tell my friend to watch the live. Because I thought maybe I could be biased, y'all, but again, I don't think it's okay. I'm gonna just keep being there for my friend and pat him on the back and tell keep your head up. That's all you can do. But I just wanted to make sure I wasn't crazy. Tell him I didn't want to be guiding my friend in the wrong direction. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna be giving any advice. So thank you to the people that answered and the people that leave a comment. Let your girl know. So I can tell my friend. Go. I'm gonna send my friend a link. You said you talked to mine's crazy. I'm going to sit down. Let alone touch her. But who knows the real story? I just know the charges that my friend told me. You never know in these days what really happened. But I do know what really happened is there was charges. A person did time, and the person is on the list. Those are all facts. I don't know the facts of the story, but I just told my friend, man, keep your head up. You gotta keep your head up. Ooh, child. Everything's gonna be okay. You know, I like to sing. We be having a little jam session. I tell him, you know, I said, come jam with me, friend. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. It's gonna be alright. God got you. God got you. Everybody don't move like you. I tell my friend all the time, I'm like, man, I be getting burned all the time. You know, everybody ain't like you. You know, everybody ain't. We are, some of us are cut from different cloths. Very different. Again, just my opinion. But I ain't seen a shit pile. And, you know, the people, I'm going all in on mine, that, I'm going all in. Hers, mine, like young folks say. My mama, my daddy, my grandma, my sisters, my brother, and my kids. Immediate family. And my family knows. They know. I found out about certain things 5 years later. Because they know. Gotta be careful what you tell big sis, JJ, or little sis, J. I got my one and only big sis. You gotta be careful what you tell JJ. Oh, yeah. Because sometimes I be seeing red, especially if you hurt somebody that I care about. You know, it's just a reaction. You know how me and my mama was, my queen. Oh, Big M, I know. But again, it's been, you know, it's crazy work out here. I try to tell my friend, but again, I thought I might be biased. I'm not biased. I'm gonna tell my friend to watch the live. I'm gonna call my friend afterward, let him know you're wrong. If you you gotta tell that person they wrong, like, or you gotta step away because that ain't right. So. Prayers for my friend, y'all. Prayers for my friend. You know, let's see what else is trending out here.
On Tilson Street. This is in southeast Atlanta. Atlanta News First, Alani Latang is outside police headquarters where investigators are sorting through evidence connected to this tragic shooting.
This joyful time quickly turned into a somber note for the family of a 67-year-old woman who died, and now they're hoping her story will help another family. I spoke with a mental health expert who says during the holidays, it's the adults they see that have a hard time asking for help, and they want everyone to know that mental health struggles are not a sign of weakness, but of strength and power, and anyone can help somebody.
She was just a loving woman, that's all.
A son grieving the loss of his mother this Christmas Eve. Atlanta police say a 67-year-old woman died after being shot at a home on the east side.
She would call me every morning at 7 o'clock in the morning. Wake me up. I get on my way to work and she'll talk to me. But I know the calls got few and far between this past week.
Timothy Wainsley is one of her 5 children. He says the family recently learned his mother had been suffering mental health illness, saying her sudden death can be a message of help for others.
I'm someone who was ashamed to tell us that she's been battling a demon for so long. I'm thinking that something that we could do as a black in society is help people with mental illness. It's not a problem for someone to be sick. It's not a problem for someone to go through depression, bipolar. They're still human. They're still family. But we have to find a way to touch, a way to help them or whatever.
Cultural stigmas are something that, it's a real thing. It's a real thing, right?
Chris James, a wellness counselor and mental health first aider with the National Council of Mental Well-Being, says we must be intentional with eliminating cultural stigmas.
We got to consistently ask our loved ones, not how you doing, but how are you feeling? And we got to begin to create space for them to feel comfortable enough to respond with their truth.
Chris says during the holidays, loved ones should look out for behavioral changes, saying to always treat concerning situations as life or death. And for those experiencing holiday depression or mental illness, Chris says embrace those feelings, lean into them, but more importantly,
don't isolate. Don't spend this season by yourself, right? Like, be intentional, be aggressive, be assertive about getting outside and spending time with people. Don't turn down the invitations. You got to be around people. Don't try to lift things that are heavy by yourself.
But it's just the pain of her not being here. So it's just kind of overwhelming that she succumbed to the mental illness.
Timothy says to his mother,
"We love you, Mom. We love you. Nobody thought nothing bad about you. Nobody was trying to nitpick you. We love you."
Police say this case is still active and the investigation is still ongoing. Reporting in downtown, I'm Alani Latang, Atlanta News First.
There's a lot of work that goes into making a podcast.
When you look at that picture, does it conjure up any memories?
It does. While families plan their holiday celebrations,
her time was cut short, but I think she lived her life.
Duran McCullum is planning a funeral.
She wasn't a person that got in a, that what you would think somebody would be looking to kill her.
Police found his younger sister, Takia McCullum, shot in this stairwell Tuesday night at Walnut Hills Park Eden building. First responders tried saving her life, but it was too late.
Biggest thing is, having to explain to her kids. I mean, it's 5 of them, that, you'll never see your mother again.
McCullum says Takia lived life to the fullest.
She had the biggest heart, and she, you wouldn't have to ask her for anything. And, she did stuff genuinely. She didn't want anything in return.
McCullum says his sister didn't live at Park Eden and is still not sure what happened. It's hardly the first tragedy to hit this family.
We just learned the identities of the 3 people killed in a stabbing.
Last October, McCullum's grandmother, foster advocate Pat McCullum, and Pat's 2 adopted kids died in a stabbing incident. Police say Pat McCullum's son-in-law, Anthony Mathis, was responsible for it before turning the knife on himself.
Everything happens for a reason, and that, that my grandmother came and got her baby and he took her home.
Tuesday night shooting marks the second at Park Eden in the last week. There's been several more shootings throughout this year, and residents say they're fed up.
There's seniors here, and there's children here, and we live right across the street from the elementary school.
When we spoke with tenants on Wednesday, they raised complaints over the lack of safety measures in place at the affordable housing facility.
We've all come together, and we've been telling our property management that we need security.
Last Thursday, another shooting at the building injured a man. Mahogany Conyers says her son was involved in the altercation, trying to defend her.
We are tenants, and the last thing we should have to worry about is living or dying. Mainly dying.
In a statement, a CMHA spokesperson said the building takes a multi-layered approach to security that includes working with residents, active surveillance, and partnerships with law enforcement. In Walnut Hills, Connor Steffen, WCPO 9 News.
Richie Jr. to hear his story. The whole family is dealing with an unthinkable loss. A 20-year-old man was murdered just days before Christmas, and tonight a teenage girl is charged in his death. DeAndrea Turner sat down with the family of Milton Richie Jr. to hear his story.
The murder of 20-year-old Milton Ritchie Jr. happened just 5 days before Christmas. A time where this family is supposed to be gathering for the holidays is now filled with grief as they mourn the death of a son and a brother.
This is the holiday season, and my son would not be here with me to celebrate it.
A family now facing Christmas without the one they say made it whole.
He kept our family together. He was the light. That's all he knew.
But now MJ's family is trying to make sense of a loss that still feels unreal. Police say around 4 p.m. Saturday they found a car in a ditch near PRP, and he was found outside the vehicle with several gunshot wounds. A 15-year-old girl has been since arrested, charged with complicity to murder and complicity to robbery.
My world, my life has been in shambles ever since.
Earlier that day, MJ spent time at the hospital visiting his father. He later called his mom to talk about something ordinary, grocery shopping. Then came one final call.
So as soon as I hung up, he called me back, and he just said that he loved me, and he was so glad that he went to the hospital to visit his dad.
Words now etched into her heart, a loss still impossible to process, losing her only child.
I just can't even get the words together because it seems so unreal. It's like I'm in a nightmare, and I just can't wake up from.
His family says what keeps them standing is the love MJ gave so freely.
He was so loving and caring and gentle. He had a heart of gold. He would do anything for anybody.
And through their faith, they're holding on, believing justice will come.
And justice is going to be served because God don't play.
DeAndrea Turner, WLKY.
Are you looking to establish your business using an address other than your home?
Damn, that shit, damn, hit my heart. Again, she cared about her shorty for sure. She's hurting. Wow. Praying for her. Justice for that baby, man. A 15-year-old girl, y'all. I don't give a fuck what anyone wants to say, what it could have been, shoulda, woulda. It don't matter. A 15-year-old little girl unalive this 20-year-old man. Her only child. He didn't deserve it. And yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy work. Praying for your mother.
New at 6, 3 teenagers are now charged in the beating of a 62-year-old man on a CTA bus last week. All of them appeared in court earlier today.
2 are charged as juveniles. The other is an adult. WGN's Christine Flores joins us live with more on the charges as well as reaction from the victim's family. Christine?
Good evening to the both of you. After spending several days in a coma, Larry Gilkey is awake and alert. However, his family says he doesn't recall much from the incident, but they do say it was unprovoked.
The whole altercation started because one of them asked him for money, I'm assuming to ride the bus. And when he pulled out the money and went to give it to the person, he was attacked. And that's the only thing that he remembered. He woke up in the hospital and I was there, and he didn't know where he was. He didn't know who I was.
Tavares Harvey is describing what he believes led to the brutal attack that sent his uncle, 62-year-old Larry Gilkey, to the hospital last Tuesday evening.
He was just returning home from just picking up a few items, some cigarettes and some things to drink from the gas station there, which is only maybe about 4 blocks away from his home.
Police say the attack happened around 5:40 p.m. in the 700 block of South Cicero Avenue. According to court documents, there was a verbal altercation between Gilkey and suspects that led to the attack. Prosecutors say a female and 2 male suspects ran towards Gilkey at the front of the bus and began to strike him, knocking him to the ground. They say the suspects punched, kicked, and stomped on Gilkey as he lay on the ground by the door of the bus. Documents show the driver stopped the bus and opened the door, but the suspects continued to strike Gilkey as he lay motionless on the ground. Then the suspects exited the bus and walked northbound on Cicero. Police and paramedics responded to the scene and took Gilkey, who was unresponsive and suffering from significant blunt force trauma, to Mount Sinai Hospital, where he is still being treated.
They want to keep an eye on him. I believe From there, he's going to do some rehab in a facility, and then he'll be able to come home, and he'll have to have daily care at home.
A female and male, both 15, have been arrested for their role in the incident. The pair were charged with 3 counts of aggravated battery. 18-year-old Lindale Roberts Jr.
Hold the fuck on. 15, 18? Man, I wish you 15-year-olds would come fight me. You that fragile old man. Come fight me. Shit. That fragile old man. It's because they're really pussy and they knew that they could take him down. That's what it really is given. No, that's what it is. They are pussy because they attacked this fragile old man. But I bet you they go around calling themselves hard gangster-ass motherfuckers, huh? They bet you they think they hard. Nah. Y'all could have came and fought me. Shit. Someone that would have gave you a run for your money. This fragile old man. Again, who are your parents? This is fucking diabolical. The parents, Big M, the fucking parents, that is what, then and the parents are gonna blame it on the school. School's gonna blame it on the parents. It's gonna be the blame game. But it's the parents. Just like the children in Chicago, they got a slap on the ass by the court system. The parents were not held accountable. They don't even have to do fucking community service. These children don't even have to do community service. They got a slap on the ass. CPS ain't involved. I ain't seen nothing. I ain't found nothing. I just seen an article that they were punished. The kids, 7 of them. Only 7 out of that big ass group. I know there was more than 7 shorties in that group of kids. You crazy as hell. Every single one of them. But maybe they're going to come back like they did for our girl Romika. Because Holly is going. She's going. And it took a minute. But Holly was in handcuffs and oranges. It took a minute. So I don't know. Maybe Shy's just taking a minute on it. But as of right now. Hopefully them kids. And it was said. It's not the first time these kids have been said to attack somebody. So they're habitual offenders. So let's tap them on the ass. Court system, let me tap you on the ass. Nothing, no punishment, not even community service. No accountability. So guess what? There will be no change. There will be no change. Mark my words. For them, those shorties, not for them shorties. Let me be, like Professor Adventure says, specific. Real specific. Yeah, let me be real fucking clear on what I'm saying.
Was also arrested and charged in the attack, which includes felony counts of aggravated battery and several misdemeanor counts. The female was also charged with attempting to steal a vehicle on Sunday in the Austin neighborhood. She and Roberts were taken into custody after that vehicle theft investigation. Officials say at least 3 witnesses positively ID'd the suspects and still photos from the surveillance video.
He's very happy. He's also very angry, that it was a bunch of children, but he's happy that, he's alive and, they've been caught.
The 2 teen suspects were ordered to be held in custody. They're back in court on December 30th. Roberts, the 18-year-old, also ordered detained, is due back in court on December 29th. Now, Gilkey's family has created a GoFundMe to help with medical expenses and rent. You can find that link on our website. Live in the newsroom, Christine Flores, WGN News.
When I saw the domain was available, I was like, I'm taking it, I'm trademarking it, I'm going with it. Hi, I'm Aaron. I'm the owner of Cuppa Pug. I wanted the word cuppa, as in cup of tea, I thought would be great to mix with pug.
And in a story you will see first on Fox 4, a Kansas man is behind bars after a 13-year-old boy who lived nearby goes missing
and is found dead a day later.
That man, according to investigators, played a part in disposing of this teen's body. Fox 4's Malik Jackson live in Lynn County, Kansas tonight, where this all started. And Malik, there's a big development that we just learned of in the last few hours, right?
Wow. I'm pretty sure every story we don't watch is involving a shorty. And yesterday when I was, because we ain't, did our trending topics because we've been doing other things and it's been real crazy over here. And when I was looking down the list, there's every case, I think I could see 4. Every single one of them had to do with the shorty. Prayers, y'all. Every fucking story we've listened to has dealt with a fucking shorty, y'all. This man's dog mauled the boy. All you had to do was call. But you got rid of the body over your dog. I can't. This is America, y'all. This is 2026. Just because we're going into a new year doesn't, I know people think we live in a fairy tale and some magical shit. But, it's only gonna get worse. Just because we're moving into a new year. We're not entitled to a clean slate. We're not entitled to, no. Back to entitlement. We gonna keep hearing about this shit, and it's getting worse. Every story is about a kid that we just listened to. Not every fucking story. Wow. Concerned.
That's correct. According to this boy's mom, her son was mauled by dogs, and his body, of course, as we know, was dumped in Bates County, Missouri. We also know that the person charged in his death now was someone who lived relatively close to this family and actually led investigators to the deceased teen's body. Tonight, we're learning a lot more, and here it is.
This is beyond devastating. I don't even know words for it. He was such a sweet boy. I'm sorry. Aaron never was in trouble. He didn't go far from home. He never left and not told us where he was going. So we knew there was something not right. It's so hard. I'm so sorry, Aaron.
A mom struggling to wrap her head around the idea that someone she trusted is now at the center of her 13-year-old son's death investigation. Damon Leonard lives within walking distance from her home.
These people portrayed to this community that they were good people. They went around to help people, like with food if they're in need. They gave them food. They took my kids to the swimming pool like all summer long.
Fox 4 got to Damon Leonard's.
Yeah, I don't want shit from I don't want nothing from nobody. You cannot trust any fucking buddy. Y'all heard her. They were, man. Y'all, use your discernment. I hope it's squeaky fucking clean for 2026. I hope you're God. Because you gotta be to have that type of discernment to be able to see the walking monsters that are just so normal. Shout out to y'all for having that superpower. But if it even really exists, I'm being sarcastic as fuck. I know a lot of y'all don't know me, but if I'm being sarcastic, it's either because I really like you or I really don't. It's for you to figure out. But I'm a sarcastic motherfucker. I just am. So I'm being sarcastic. But yeah. I ain't open my door. Don't come soliciting to my door. Don't nothing. Cause I'm not opening it. I don't want shit. I don't want no flyer. I don't want no pamphlet. I don't want no nothing. I don't want no food. I don't want shit. I don't even want the mailman dropping mail in my mailbox. I'm about to go get a P.O. box. Fucking play with me. This world is crazy, y'all. This is a crazy fucking world. Woo! Happy holidays.
Home while homicide detectives with the Kansas City, Kansas Police Department, who will lead this investigation, were still here on the ground. This story starts Sunday about 8 a.m. Aaron Andula went to go let the dogs and chickens out at his best friend's home because that family was out of town. Aaron was reported missing at about 6:20 p.m. that day, launching a large-scale search. According to a probable cause statement out of Bates County, Missouri, Leonard alerted the sheriff's department that Aaron's body was in the county. He would eventually lead investigators to Aaron's body dumped in a ravine. So far, Leonard has been charged with abandonment of a corpse.
And I asked him, how did he die? And they said that he was attacked by animals, found in the woods, attacked by animals.
A story that is truly hard to comprehend for this family just days before the holiday. Gunn says her son, Aaron Andula, was a very sweet boy, willing to help anybody. In his last moments, going to help his friend's family take out their chickens and their dogs. Currently, Leonard is behind bars on a $100,000 bond. As Fox 4 learns more, of course.
If you have SNAP or Medicaid, you may qualify.
To the people, that was 1 day ago. Wow. I guess that's true. A man's best friend is a dog. He'd rather cover his dog's ass than help the shorty. That's why I say I'm a cat type of gal. Shit, I don't even like dogs. I can't stand dogs. But wow, they weren't lying. Man's best friend, a dog. Shit, a good old bitch.
Qualify for a free iPhone or Samsung, plus up to 10.
Anytime you report on a murder, it's a sad situation. It is hugely sad when it's around Christmas. And what I'm about to describe to you is even 10 times.
I'm sorry, I gotta come off mute because he said it. Around Christmas, you know what I'm saying? Every day's Christmas for me. So it's not even sadder just because it's around this holiday, if you celebrate it. Every day's Christmas to me. So it's horrible no matter what. Not just because it's around this holiday. I just had to say it. I just had to say it. I'm going to say my opinion. I'm on one. So I'm going to say how I feel today. I'm saying how I feel. It's just my opinion. Doesn't make it even sadder. No, it's fucking sad regardless. Fuck.
It's that worse. And it started last night in Highland City. Jason Kinney, who's 47, is married to Crystal Kinney. And Jason's been drinking during the evening. And he's watching his football team, the 49ers, play football. Well, they're having a good night. They're winning. In fact, they won big. Sometime toward the end of the game, at around 11 o'clock, an argument began when Crystal suggested they watch something else on television. And the argument got really heated. Crystal told her 12-year-old son to go call 911. So the 12-year-old flees to the neighbor's house in order to dial 911, and as he's leaving the house, he hears a gunshot. Deputies arrive in less than 5 minutes of the call for service, and when we enter the house, we see that Crystal Kinney, the wife of Jason, is shot in the head and dead. but it gets worse. We go into the bedroom and we see a 13-year-old child, a little girl. She shot twice. She shot in the shoulder and she shot in the face. We later learned the bullet in the face hit her on the bridge of the nose, went straight up and out the top of her head. She is alive in critical condition, but stable at Lakeland Regional Health and is alert and talking. That's a Christmas miracle. Jason.
It's not a Christmas miracle, y'all. It's a miracle. It's a miracle no matter what. This didn't happen on Christmas Day. It's a miracle. Pray for her, y'all. Pray for her, y'all. It's a verbiage for me. I'm all about verbiage, y'all. Sorry. But it's a miracle. Shout out to Shorty, y'all. She's going to have a long road to recovery. Shout out to you, baby girl. That is diabolical. Shot in the face. 13 years old. Sad.
Get in the game with Fanatic Sportsbook and get 10 days of no-sweat bets up to $200 in fan cash daily. Redeem for profit boosts, NBA merch, game tickets, collectibles, and more. It's time to switch to Fanatic Sportsbook, America's fastest.
I can tell you, I got 2 dogs, and I've seen those pit bulls, and
I think they have to pay what do they take?
Three pit bulls attacked man in Florida. These dogs, man. So, I mean, wild dogs I understand, but so are animals a product of their environment like children? If they're like raised in a home? Let me ask y'all that. What makes a dog mean? Because not every dog's mean. Just like not every person is evil. Right? What makes a dog mean? That's been loved on, fed, watered, pet on. What makes that dog evil? Is it his environment? Is it in his blood? The dog's blood? What y'all think? I'm gonna say I think it's the environment. That's just my opinion, mine. But there are those cases you can raise a really good kid and they still do some fucked up shit. So, I don't know. You can still raise a good dog maybe and it just snap, We are animals. We're mammals. They're mammals. So, I don't know. Interesting. What makes a dog snap? It's not just, I can't say because he's an animal, because we're animals too. I'm going to have to ponder on that one for a little bit. I was on mute. You know your girl be forgetting. I'm gonna run this one last video, and I know it's some of y'all's holiday, so I don't want to keep bringing this shit, but it's it's life, and it's every day, so I'm gonna chill on it, and we gonna come back later, and we're doing monster number 6, y'all. We're gonna break down monster number 6. We got 6 days left of 2025. And some of us think the fairy tale, we're moving into 2026 and every little thing's just gonna be alright. I wish it worked that fucking way. Hell yeah. That'd be great. Hell yeah. It'd be great. Real great. But every little thing's not gonna be alright walking into 2025 if we don't put in no work. So I'm gonna play one more video, y'all, and we're gonna come back and do Monster 6. Again, this last story, 6 days ago. Wow, 6 days ago. 6 days left of 2025. How you train it? Auntie says about the dog. So that would be the environment, right, Auntie? Yeah. Just like if you're a monster and you got a shorty, you're training a monster. That's a monster in training. So same thing, in my opinion, goes for the dog. If you evil training a dog, it's gonna be evil. But who the fuck am I? Nobody.
Expecting a welfare check, nothing more. Instead, they stepped into a scene that stopped them cold. 4 people were dead. 2 of them were children. And the person responsible didn't break in, didn't steal a thing, and didn't disappear into the night. This was not random. This was personal. On the evening of September the 17th, 2023, Romeoville police were called to a home on Concord Avenue after family members reported they hadn't heard from anyone inside all day. Zoraya Bartolome and her husband, Alberto Rolon, weren't answering their phones. Alberto had also failed to show up for work, something he never did. Officers arrived just before 9. The house was quiet. No lights on. No response at the door.
Thanks for coming.
Body's gonna be down on the floor on your right. Gotcha. All right, here we go.
Alberto Rolon was found first, shot and lying in the hallway. A bedroom door had been forced open. Inside, Zoraya Bartolome was found dead, her hands raised near her face. In the same room on the bed were her sons, 10-year-old Adriel, 7-year-old Diego. No one inside the house survived. Shell casings were scattered throughout the home, nearly 24 in total. Furniture had been knocked over, but nothing of value was missing. The gun used in the killings was not found. From the start, investigators knew this was not a burglary gone wrong. Zoraya and Alberto were a quiet couple. Neighbors described them as private, focused on their family, rarely out front. Earlier that year, they had moved into the home after achieving something they had worked hard for, buying a house for their children. Both parents worked full-time. Zoraya held a job in quality control at a manufacturing facility. Alberto worked nights at a liquor distributor. Their schedules were opposite, but family members said they made it work. There were issues in the marriage. Investigators worked through the house. They noticed something else. The disorder didn't line up with the struggle. It looked staged. A can of spray paint was left behind in the living room, abandoned mid-word. The message was incomplete, sloppy, and out of place. Detectives believed someone tried to make the scene look like a random attack and failed. Based on the evidence, investigators reconstructed what likely happened. Alberto, who worked nights, was awake when someone attempted to enter the home through the back. He was shot in the hallway and tried to run toward the bedrooms. He didn't make it. The shooter followed, firing multiple times before reaching Zoraya and the children. The family appeared to have been caught off guard. There were no signs of prolonged resistance, no indication of a fight spreading through the house. This was an execution, not an explosion of anger. Attention quickly turned to. They warned that the man would soon be at the center of a murder investigation. Zoraya had confided in at least one coworker about the messages. She didn't know who was sending them. The co-worker at the center of the warnings was Nathaniel Huay Jr. Zoraya and Nathaniel had been involved in a romantic relationship for several months. Alberto was reportedly aware of previous infidelity and had chosen to stay in the marriage for the sake of the children.
Very wonderful spot to stop because, again, I can't stand when they say I stayed for the kids. We got to stop there. Y'all know how I feel about that statement. I said it several times. I'm not going to say it again, but good place to stop. I'm going to end it like I always do. Good old Winnie the Poohski, y'all. Christopher Robin. You know, you're smarter than you think. You're braver than you believe. And you're stronger than you seem, you know. I feel it in my heart every time. Every time, y'all. And remember, it's all love over here. It's all love, you know. It's all fucking love. Your girl is going to be moving. You know, I got in trouble, so I got to move. I got to be on my P's and Q's, you know what I'm saying? YouTube. You know, I just got hired. I can't get fired now. 3 strikes, you're out. So, yeah. Happy holidays. It's the 25th day of the 12th month. We got 6 days left, y'all, of 2025. It's gonna be behind us in 6 days. We're breaking down monster number 6 when I come back later. Until then, y'all be real fucking smooth, be cool, and be true. As true as you can. Be safe out there. As there's mayhem everywhere, but especially if you're in Michigan, be safe. Watch your back. You know, have whatever you need. Have a weapon. I don't know. Just be careful out there. And protect the shorties. Good day. Salute to y'all. Salute, salute, salute. It's all love over here. It's all love over here. Be smooth now.